Rated M for mature.
Hello everyone and welcome to a very special episode of Let's Play Shin Megami Tensei 4 because, guys, in this video we're going to be taking on one of the toughest bosses in the game. Yes, we're taking on one of the two optional hidden boss fights that are actually difficult, unlike that thing that was in Tayama's building. This one has, well, I do not believe you have to have New Game Plus to be able to access this one, but I may be wrong about that. I'm not too terribly sure, but hey, we're in the New Game Plus, so we might actually, we can obviously fight him. So what we have to do to get to this boss, you would have to have the quest. I can't actually remember what it was called. I believe it was like the mysterious people of Tennozu. Yeah, you have to defeat Baal or Baal, however you say his name. And after doing that, which I actually did off screen if I haven't made that evident yet, we're going to go over to the Shibuya bar, and then we're going to search the billboard one more time to get this quest. Ooh. Now, like, I thought it was a good idea to fight Baal off screen again, just because we've already been over that, and if you watch the episode in which I did that, you should know how to beat Baal. He's not impossible or anything. I mean, he's kind of easy if you ask me. We're going to accept the quest, Rebirth of the Great Overlord. Oh, gives a lot of money. It's also very hard. So, what we're going to do now is we have to go back to Tennozu. I got the terminal off screen just because it would save a little bit of time, since technically in our first playthrough we already had the terminal, so to your knowledge, it really doesn't matter. So, we're going to go ahead and take on this boss. Now, let me just start off by saying some of the things you should probably have before doing this boss fight. If you have anybody that uses gun skills, make sure you don't use in this boss fight. Just don't. Because he absorbs gun, which is really bad. You don't want to have to do that. Also, somebody that resists sickness, such as Null Nerve, which Mara has, I also recommend. And yeah, we're almost here. Also, just have really good physical attackers. Physical attackers are great. And you know what? Doping is a really great move too. Can't recommend that enough. And is my Estoma sword still on? Yes, I believe it is. We can just come right through here. Now, this boss is very, very tough. So make sure to save your game. And now that every single person is topped off and has full MP and HP, I'm going to do something a little bit crazy here. We're going to put our difficulty for this at the hardest difficulty. So yeah, this is going to be pretty stinking tough.
I'm detecting a strong demon ahead. Do you want to go on?
I thought you might turn up, young one. I have heard rumors about you. You were the famous demon hunter, or rather, samurai. Who could have known that you would be a samurai? Although you may not be aware of it, you have drawn your sword on your king.
Gaze upon this face, for I am none other than King Ahazuya of Mikado. I have been driven from my former station, hunted by angels, and forced to hide among the unclean ones. It is an embarrassment to have my revenge. I have abandoned my status to attain the power to defeat the angels. Young one, if you truly are a samurai, then you will lend me your strength. This is an order from your king.
Something seems extremely fishy about this. I don't think our king would, well, come alone into this region of Tokyo. Heck no, I'm not going to help you out.
So much for faithfulness to one's rightful king. Very well then. I shall prepare the sacrifice to the Overlord Baal myself, with your head!
And this is a load-bearing boss. Just don't waste too many resources against this guy. He's just basically here to, well, just get in the way. What we're going to do is we're going to concentrate. We're basically just trying to get by. We don't really want to burn too many of our resources. So we're just going to charge up really quick. I don't even think that buffing is honestly required. Let's go with a Deadly Wind. That should do decent damage. Alright, 1,000. Not too bad. What's he going to do? More Madoon. Man, oh man. Pandemic Bomb, though. that could definitely be an issue since we're playing on the, actually, let's, I could, yeah, I'm just gonna use a salvation just so we have maximum damage, which is probably gonna bite me in the butt later, but oh well. And since we're playing on the hardest difficulty, almost every status effect is always gonna hit. It's kind of a pain. But what are you gonna do? You're gonna skip our turn thing and just charge up. Now, if you're having a lot of troubles with this guy, literally all you gotta do, just spam Null Nerve on your demons. And it's actually pretty hard to lose to him. Oh gosh, don't kill, don't kill. Darn it. That's actually not very good at all.
Your sword now runs with the blood of your once and former king. This is the second time he has been killed. This man did not pray to God in his final moments. No, he prayed to me, Baal, for help instead. Betrayed by the god that he once worshipped, he sought something new to cling to. Even I felt sympathy for this king, who had nothing left to believe in but a mere idol that he found in books. And, feeling his desire for revenge, I answered his call to defeat God. I possessed his corpse to use as a body, but even in death, he could not be free. So I shall take action, all for this pitiful and lonely ruler. Now then, son of man, your existence is in extreme danger, and one that cannot be allowed to continue. I am reluctant to do so, but in order to defeat you, I must take on my true form. You shall feel the might of an unmatched power that is worshipped through fear. The slaying of a king is like the slaying of a god. Now, I must put an end to your blood-streaked soul. But rejoice, for I shall use your body as my new vessel.
And yes, Beelzebub, the demon. This guy's no laughing matter. He possessed our king's dead body just because he felt like it. What a jerk. Anyways, so something bad happened. We're a little low on HP, so Vishnu is gonna have to get a heal going. We're gonna start the battle off with Anti-Ticton to ruin his perfect stats. Beelzebub loves to do two things. Luster Candy? Actually, three. Luster Candy, Megadolan, and use Pandemic Bomb. Not the best combo. Use Salvation just to top everybody off. And okay. Now Shiva, I'd really like... Okay, who's after Shiva? It's me, right? Alright, I'm gonna skip my turn. And we're gonna use Luster Candy on this turn. So okay, we didn't do too much damage, but we've set up perfectly. He's gonna Luster Candy, get rid of the Anti-Ticton that we did in the beginning. And here comes the Pandemic Bomb. However, since Mara is immune to that, it's actually really stinking good, since we can just heal it all up with Salvation. He basically wasted his turn, which is, well, really good for us. Now, how do we do this? We're going to have to charge with Shiva and Mara pretty much every turn that we can. And then use Vishnu to Luster King. How are we doing? Alright. We gotta find a way to decrease his stats, too, because he's just going to keep Luster Candying. However, Beelzebub's kind of dumb. Even on the hardest difficulty, he'll still hit demons that have... well, drain physical. I don't know why he does it. He does, though. Alright, let's look. So let's get -2 on his stats, and man, the protagonist is really low on mana, which is not good. Berserk God coming from Mara and Shiva are going to do easily 2k every 2 turns, which is all we can really ask for. And, we could Luster Candy again, but that's really risking it. No, I'm going to just skip Vishnu's turn and use a Chakra Pot to get all my mana back. Alright. So far we're doing great. However, oh well, we just keep doing great, actually. So yeah, really can't recommend Vishnu and Mara enough in this boss fight. They are just really great to deal with this guy. Alright, so we're going to do an Anti-Ticton. Super, 700 damage. That is definitely what I want to see. Just going to charge up again. This is basically how much damage you should be doing per turn. He does get in the habit of constantly using Megadolan, but... does not seem like he's going to do that this time. since he seems to just want to hit Vishnu as many times as he can. And I showed you, like, I'm on the hardest difficulty. I'm not even kidding. Nope, here they come. Goodness. Okay, thanks to the doping, we survived, which is really good. Let's see, he's only -1 now. Let's use an anti-Ticton. Ooh, and that was concentrated. 2,000 damage, man. Holy cow. Are we charged, or do I not have... Oh, yeah, we're charged. Okay. Go ahead and do... Wow. Are we really going to do 3,000 damage? No, 4,000 damage a turn. Wow. I made that look so much easier than it actually is.
I shall not perish. I will return. Just as thousands of flies appear from filth, I will appear once again.
That boss is ridiculously difficult. Man, I can't believe I did that. I guess a concentrated anti-Ticton will do that after all. He just really acted dumb. I don't know. And the demon transforms into a great swarm of flies and scatters in every direction. The head of King Azu. I guess we should give him a burial. He is our king, after all. Oh yeah, there's a sword. It's glowing. Ooh. The sword is now the sword of
King Aquila.
Yeah. Pretty awesome quest. Beelzebub is a recurring character in pretty much every Shin Megami Tensei game. Don't quote me on this, but I think he's as in many games as Lucifer is, and if you usually don't know, Lucifer's kind of a big deal in Shin Megami. Anyway, go to Mido, or Mido. Mido's the guy from Ocarina of Time. The DD Ball and Beelzebub are now able to be fused. I may do this. Beelzebub has a really good move that would be really great to have, but I don't know, it just costs so much stinking money to make, which I haven't actually pointed this out yet, which is really dumb, but whatever. Where is he? There's a fairy Shiva. There he is. No, that's definitely not Beelzebub. Last time I checked, Beelzebub ain't no lady. There he is. He's made out of a ball, minotaur, and a... Who is that? I think that's a ghoul, isn't it? Yeah. Pretty cool demon. I can't necessarily recommend him for normal play, because I don't really think he's that great. But as I was saying, if we go over to difficulty and go to fellow, this is like the best thing ever, okay? You can go to your compendium and everything is literally cheaper. No joke. Look at that. Everything is so cheap if you're playing on easy. So if you plan on doing a lot of fusions, just like straight off the bat, do them in easy mode and then just switch back to normal. However, to get easy mode, you actually have to either beat the game 1 time or die 2 times. And go see the guy. Have we actually seen him yet? I don't think we have. I think we never died in this whole LP, have we? No, I guess not. Anyways, now that has been taken care of, I apparently forgot to use that stone sword. Anyway, this is a pretty awesome episode, guys. We took down the hidden boss, Beelzebub, in his domain. But I'm going to have to end this episode off, actually, a little bit abruptly. I apologize for the short episode today. But I got to prepare to take on the second hidden boss in Shin Megami Tensei 4. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next part when we take on the true ultimate king of final boss-ness. So yeah, bye.